I just wanted to give everybody a progress report on John Haynes at Death's Store. Currently, we have 51 backers, and I want to thank one of my long-term viewers for putting us over the 50 backer mark. So you still have 18 days to go to put in your pledge for John Haynes at Death's Store and pick up the first SJS Direct comic. So you've got 18 days to pick up John Haynes at Death's Store, and hopefully we can get to the second stretch goal, which is going to be a fun John Haynes sticker at $1,600.
Now available in paperback and ebook, The Man Who Rules the World. John Haynes must bring together men and gods to overcome a threat that seeks to destroy the planet. The Man Who Rules the World. Now available in paperback and e-readers everywhere.
One of my viewers wanted to know what motivates the John Haynes character to be a hero. And what motivates the John Haynes character to be a hero is a principle of Jesus Christ. And this principle is to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Now, this principle of the Bible is the main thing that motivates the John Haynes character to go out here and do good, because the John Haynes character has suffered a lot of evil as related to mankind. Now, your John Haynes is an outcast and a misfit as related to the black community, and as an outcast and a misfit, he has suffered a lot of mistreatment from people. Now, your Lucifer believes that your John Haynes should be an evil person, and the whole thing is that he wants the John Haynes character, after receiving so much evil, to give in to that evil and give evil back to the world. However, the John Haynes character, after suffering so much evil and mistreatment from people, he does not want to go out here and do evil to others. No, he wants to go out here and do good, and he wants to do good because he wants to treat people the way he wants to be treated. So he wants to do unto others as he would want done unto him, and he also wants to follow the principle as related to God's commandment of loving your neighbor as you would love yourself. So instead of him wanting to go out here and give back the evil that people have given him, he wants to go out here and do good for others, and he wants to go out here and set an example of Christ to all of those who have done evil to him, and he wants to present that example so that people can see the Most High and his Son inside of him. So that's what motivates the John Haynes character to do good. He has been done so much evil by your humans and also by your demons, and even sometimes in the cases of gods. And instead of him going out here and giving all of these beings and humans back the mistreatment that he has received, he goes out here and sets an example of God's love to others and presents an example of God to people so that they can see that you don't have to give back evil if you receive evil. No, because if you give back evil for evil, then what you're going to do is become just as evil as the people around you. And when you become just as evil as the people around you, instead of you bearing the fruit of the Most High, what you wind up doing is bearing thorns and briars to others, and you make it where they believe that bearing thorns and briars is the right thing to do. And that's not what the John Haynes character wants to do. No, the John Haynes character, what he wants to do, again, is set that example of the Most High, and he wants to go out here and be an example to others. And that example of a follower of Christ, this is what allows him to do great feats, like when he wound up turning Easteme from Lucifer's Legion, and when he wound up curing Lilith Graves from being a vampire, and all of these other supernatural feats. It's his faith in God that gives him the power, and it's that faith in God that allows him to overcome in many adverse situations, like when he was confronted by Isis when she was transformed into the Bride of Dracula, and allows him to outsmart many opponents. I mean, this is what motivates John Haynes to be a hero, and it's something that I have lived by for over 30 years. This is part of my core values that are in the John Haynes character, and what motivates him to be a hero is something I apply to my everyday life. So what motivates John Haynes to be a hero is related to his internal character traits, and it's something that we all do when we are a follower of the Most High, and we want to be an example like Jesus was on the earth. So this is what motivates John Haynes to be a hero, and it was what makes him go out here and continue to fight the good fight against Lucifer's legion and other supernatural forces. The John Haynes character is a hero who wants to, again, be that example of Christ and show that you can still do good in a world full of evil, and you don't have to compromise yourself to be with the part of the devil and his legion. No, you can go out here and live an abundant life like Christ has for us. That is what motivates the John Haynes character to be a hero, and it's what makes his stories very compelling, is that he has this strong faith in God, and it's that strong faith in God that motivates him to go out here and fight the good fight, and it makes him one of the most compelling characters in the SJS Direct universe. I'm hoping that the viewer gets a better understanding of the John Haynes character and what motivates him to go out here and be the hero of the stories in the John Haynes saga. And I'm hoping that this will motivate you guys to go out here and pick up John Haynes at Death's Door, the first SJS Direct comic on Kickstarter. Currently, we have 51 pledges and 18 days to go. And if you want to follow John Haynes' adventures, you can pick up the John Haynes at Death's Door comic, which is the most recent story in the John Haynes series. And you can also pick up the first John Haynes story, which was The Temptation of John Haynes, on Amazon.com in paperback, and the other books that feature John Haynes, like The Man Who Rules the World, John Haynes, A Conversation with Death, John Haynes, Dark Succubus, John Haynes, The Man with Nothing to Lose, and your John Haynes, Taking Care of Business, along with Isis, Wrath of the Cyber Goddess, your Isis, Bride of Dracula, Isis, Escape from Transylvania, and your Isis, Revenge of the Cyber Goddess. All of these stories feature John Haynes in them, and you can learn more about the character by picking up his books on Amazon.com in paperback and Kindle format, and then you can go over to Kickstarter and pick up the awesome John Haynes at Death's Door comic with fantastic art by Antonio Balderi. And this book has 18 days to go, 51 backers, and I would really love to have you be a part of the Kickstarter. And if you want an autographed copy, I will definitely be offering that for free. And all you have to do is mention it in the surveys, and I will autograph that book for you. But you can get all of the John Haynes books on Amazon.com right now and learn more about what motivates John Haynes to be a hero. And you definitely will learn a lot more when you pick up John Haynes 1987 and John Haynes Justified next year. That's all I have to say for this video. You can comment, rate, and subscribe.
Now available in paperback and e-readers, E-Steam Horror of the Hyena Woman. Hell's aspiring angel takes on a wicked werewolf in this action-packed all-new E-Steam series adventure. Get E-Steam Horror of the Hyena Woman in paperback and e-readers today. Now available in paperback and e-readers, Isis Legacy. Sorority secrets of the goddess next door are revealed in this all-new Isis series adventure. Get Isis Legacy in paperback and e-readers at online booksellers everywhere.